Hey there, fellow energy enthusiast. Today, we're diving into a story that's both fascinating and a little bit scary: China's massive oil buffer. Now, you might be thinking, big deal, right? Countries stockpile oil all the time. But this situation is a little more complex and potentially significant. So, let's break it down. First things first, China has been quietly building up its oil reserves. According to Clyde Russell, who's been keeping an eye on the situation, China's stockpiles grew significantly in the first 2 months of the year. This wasn't just a one-off, it was a strategic move. China's been wisely hoarding oil, which is a smart move, especially given the current geopolitical climate. Now, you might be wondering, why all the secrecy? Well, one thing that immediately stands out is that China isn't using these stockpiles. They're sitting there, waiting, like a silent guardian. But why? In my opinion, this is a strategic move. China is preparing for the worst-case scenario. The Strait of Hormuz closure is a real threat, and it could have massive implications for the global oil market. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a huge deal. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical choke point for oil transportation, and its closure could lead to a significant supply squeeze. Now, you might be thinking, so what? Countries do this all the time. But here's the catch: China's move is a little more calculated than usual. What makes this really interesting is that China is taking proactive steps to mitigate the impact. They're suspending fuel exports and reducing run rates at their largest refiner, Sinopec. This is a big deal, because Sinopec accounts for a third of China's refined petroleum product output. Now, you might be thinking, so what does this mean for the rest of us? Well, it's not just about China. Asia, the biggest oil demand center globally, is facing the greatest pain from the Strait of Hormuz closure. According to Wood Mackenzie analysts, the war could force up to 6 million barrels per day of crude runs cuts across Asia in April. One thing that many people don't realize is that this isn't just about oil prices. It's about global stability. The Strait of Hormuz closure could have far-reaching implications, affecting not just oil prices but also geopolitical tensions. Now, you might be thinking, so what can we do about it? Well, that's the million-dollar question. In my opinion, this is a wake-up call for the world. We need to be prepared for the worst-case scenario and work together to find solutions. But that's a topic for another day. In the meantime, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about China's oil buffer? Is it a smart move, or are they just playing a dangerous game? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.